This just may be some of the realest stuff I ever spoke. I just talked to my dad, not by birth, because he spent my entire life in prison. I don't even know him. But a man who chose to step into my life and help raise me. I know we all go through these challenging situations in life where we ask ourselves, why? Why does this have to happen? Why does that have to happen? Why can't I have father, mother, be born into a wealthy family, get the cars and the clothes, the jewelry, the great friends, the successful career, the perfect spouse, the perfect kids, and they have successful careers, and we live the happily ever after. A life without any obstacles or any problems. This man, he chose to step in and he didn't have to. Well, he's battling something right now. He's battling cancer. And it's tough, you know. He's the best man I've ever known. Just want to call him father, you know. A great example. He loved me unconditionally, you know. He did things for me that not many other people would. At a time where no one did. I make this because I want you people to know that you're not the only ones who goes through things, and though I encourage and I inspire, though I influence and counsel and mentor Millie, we still face challenges. But do I get defeated because of this challenge? Absolutely not. Do I look him in the eyes and say, this is the end of the line, this is where you stop? Absolutely not. Sir, you fight, and having done all else to stand, you keep on standing. We don't accept defeat. It's not in our nature. We don't accept failure. We don't accept giving up. We don't accept laying down and quitting. We finish the race that we start. Why? Because that's what lions do. That's what dreamers do. We focus on what we want and what we desire, and we pursue it with everything we got. As long as we're breathing, as long as you're breathing, you're fighting. As long as you're breathing, you're standing. As long as you're breathing, you continue to demand nothing but greatness. You expect perfection. Expect nothing but things to work out the way you desire. And if they don't, get up and do it again. This man, I love with all of me. He's one of the few who I like to call me Joe. This is tougher than you guys think, but listen. For people who thinking they're alone in these struggles, you know, you're not. You're not. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. There's nothing wrong with crying. Crying isn't a sign of weakness. You release what's built up through emotion. But you don't focus on losing. I'm not losing a great man. Look at me today. It's a reflection of him. Loved his wife, loved his kids, raised them right. He stood on principles and ethics, great morals. It's tough. It's tough. Nobody ever told you that life was going to be easy, man, but I'm not blaming God for this situation, and neither is he. I'm not blaming the next man, and neither is he. I'm not blaming my fellow man, and neither is he. We shouldn't point fingers and blame. We shouldn't. It's pointless. Don't ask why. Remember what I said before. Now that this has happened, where do I choose to go from here? Do I accept defeat? Or do I choose to fight and say, I will conquer this? Les Brown conquered cancer twice. Mr. David DeSalt, with your association, the Amway, conquered cancer. Cancer is no giant at all. Jesus is the giant who destroyed and defeated. You be a giant. How do you do that? Program your mind with nothing but positive thoughts. Immerse yourself in that this is your body, and you choose to allow or disallow whatever you want in it. Stand and find you brothers and sisters who will stand with you and keep you encouraged. I know this is easier to say than done, but it's also doable because I know giants who have conquered. We just spoke not too long ago. He sounds like a different man. But you know, people wonder why certain things happen. And it teaches you two things. It teaches you, one, you value every second of every day. with those who you love. Don't allow minor arguments and disagreements to come in between the love that you two genuinely have for each other. If there's someone who you've wronged or someone who wronged you, go hug them and tell them you love them, and let's just let it go. So these type of challenges of chronic illnesses and diseases teaches you to value time. It teaches you to value time. And it teaches you to value relationships. The people in your life and the time you have with them, cherish every second, because you don't have time to waste. You gotta dig deep within you and say, this is who I am. Love me for me. And those who choose to, you commit your time to. You build something together. You grow. You guys are not alone. You have a friend in me. I'll put my number up on Facebook. If anybody wants to call and talk, I'm here. Send me a message. Send me your name and number. Use my Gmail. Get in contact with me whatever way you can. I genuinely love you all. I genuinely care about you. And to every great man, these are the few principles that he taught me. Love God. Love and serve your family, your wife and your children. Never back down or compromise from your ethics and morals or principles and standards. 4, he said, whatever you dream and you desire, you go get it. And know that you can do it. We talked today, and he said, Joe, when you look at your life, you were placed in an environment that was set for you to fail. You had a bad situation. He said, I'm proud of you because you were placed in a bad situation. You were doing bad things. You were raised by no one but bad people because I lack parents. He said, so your life was created and meant for you to fail. And yet you're finishing up your last year of college. You're going into med school. You're building your marketing business. And you're a good man who loves God. He said, I'm proud of you, Joe. I'm proud of you guys. Continue to stand and be great. I love you. Stay strong, guys. And you're not alone.